Good morning, nerds, and today we're talking about something called the ESA, that is the Entertainment Software Association. I think that's exactly how it goes, right? Right? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the Entertainment Software Association, ESA. There's actually a few ESAs out there. If you try looking them up, you can get something with the British space or something like that. But anyway, so this is the biggest lobbying group right now that is quite frankly, in opposition of Stop Destroying Games. You know, the movement of us trying to make games ours again instead of being just the publishers and we only get the rights to access a license for it instead of actually having access to the game itself. You know, they're opposed to that movement. So, with that, grab yourself something to drink and let's get into it, shall we? But hey, before we get started, did you know only 1.6% of you have subscribed to the channel? Well, additional pylons are needed, so hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get back to it. So recently, very recently, like the other day, during a California Senate committee hearing on the Protect Our Games Act, the ESA lobbyist Jennifer Gibbons said that community-run Minecraft servers are illegal under current already existing law. Now, if you're listening to that and you're saying, "I'm sorry, Minecraft servers are illegal," what? You must be drunk or something. You're absolutely right to have that kind of reaction because they're not illegal for starters. But this is the kind of stuff that we're dealing with right now. We're talking about a group of people, of lobbyists, who just outright lie at this point. They've done it over in the EU where they were making very good strides towards trying to do something and getting something into law to protect gamers and users from being essentially having their stuff ripped away from them by the corporations, right? You know, having something meaningful there to where you didn't lose your purchase because, you know, I don't know, Ubisoft decided they just weren't going to have that server running anymore. So that DRM and that 10-year-old game that they have up, they left it in there and you can't access it now. But something like Stop Killing Games or Stop Destroying Games would set it up to where they have to take that DRM out so you can continue playing your game later on in life, even though they're not going to be there holding that server together anymore for it to check to see if it's a legitimate copy or not, right? It's that sort of thing. And now we've got these people who are just outright lying about it. They did it over there. Apparently support for Stop Destroying Games suddenly reversed out of nowhere after having multiple meetings with the ESA behind closed doors and stuff, doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, right? Because it's supposed to be logged and all this other stuff and in the public eye over there. Well, they did it anyway. They came over here and had the meetings in the US and all this other stuff. So, you know, it wasn't exactly tracked. Right? And now they're over here just outright lying. You know, Minecraft servers, you know, you have a Minecraft server, it's illegal now. It's not. But yeah, go ahead and they doubled down on it, and then we have a video to play real quick. Yeah, so let's take a look here. Following the viral clip of ESA representative issuing a statement to Dexterito, private servers infringe on the intellectual property rights of game publishers. Publishers reserve the right to exercise their rights against them. The provision in CAAB 1921 that proposes these servers are legitimate alternatives to keep games running raises concerns about a publisher's ability to enforce their IP rights. In addition, private servers operated with no oversight from the publisher and do not uphold the same trust and safety standards. This could create an unsafe environment for players and be counter to the industry's commitment to fostering safe and fun gameplay for all players. So, yeah, that was a lot. Let's hear it. Let's actually
One part
hear
of the
it.
bill is around the ability to go on a community server. The author is stating that that's currently allowed right now, so long as you're. If I don't want to misunderstand what you said, Assemblymember.
That's correct. Minecraft is currently hosted by community servers. Call of Duty community servers. So it's an option that is out there in existence here today.
They're illegal, and they are not in any way affiliated with Microsoft. Microsoft, for Minecraft, has gotten a lot of criticism.
And there you go. Minecraft servers are illegal. Now, if we are talking about private servers for a second, like, for instance, something like World of Warcraft, those actually are kind of in that area where WoW can come in and shut it down and funnel you straight into it. But that's the thing. Minecraft is a completely different thing. They don't run servers like that. It's not an MMO. So, having people who have their community services, quite frankly, probably what keeps Minecraft alive a lot of the times. I mean, what was it? Hypixel is probably the most popular Minecraft server out there. Everybody knows it's ran by the Hypixel team. It's not run by Microsoft. It's not run by Mojang. Like, these ideas over here is like, well, they're run by people who may not hold the same stake. Yeah, we know they're private servers, dumbass. That's kind of part of the gig right there. But anyway, so what is the ESA all about? Well, they've got themselves a landing page you can go check out somewhere and stuff, and they're talking about their vision for 2026, where they're trying to expand the marketplace, promote digital wellness, protect consumers, empower talent, and drive innovation, increase creativity. And they have all these key issues about artificial intelligence, First Amendment, intellectual property, right to repair, trade, subscription service, player safety, blah, blah, blah. So, aside from the fact that they're just outright lying here, I do want to do one other thing and talk about who actually is in the ESA for the most part, like who are key members of the ESA. Because I get it, there are some people out there who want to bury their heads in the sand and claim that this group has no power whatsoever and there's nothing to worry about. But here's who is in this group, just so you have an idea of what kind of companies you're dealing with. The people who make up this movement, or I guess this group for the most part. Anyway, so if you want to stick your head into the sand or whatnot, that's fine. There are people out there who just think this is some group that does nothing. They have no power whatsoever. But I would just want to go over what companies are actually key members of the ESA for the most part. Activision Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Capcom, Disney Interactive, Electronic Arts, Epic Games, Focus Home Interactive, Gearbox Publishing, Greybox, Konami, Level 5, Magic Leap, Microsoft, that's some, Nexon America, Nintendo of America, NVIDIA, Pop-Up Gaming, Snell Games, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Square Enix, Take-Two Interactive, Technicolor, Tencent, THQ Nordic, Trism, Ubisoft, Vanity Entertainment Solution, Vitrux, Warner Brothers, Xseed Games, 345 Games, 505 Games, Deep Silver, Gun-Ho, Legends of Learning, whoever the heck they are. And like, this is not just some kind of pushover group here of, some Karens in Australia. This is the big names making a coalition to fight back against something like Stop Destroying Games because they have a vested interest in you not owning your games. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later.